And breathe and relax. Wrexham have finally won at home in the league. That voodoo, that talking point is gone, and I'm so glad about that. But I'm more glad about the fact that Wrexham have picked up 3 vital points, are climbing up the EFL Championship, and now only find themselves 5 points off playoffs. Let that one sink in. People, this is my match reaction to Wrexham 1, Oxford United 0 in the EFL Championship. Welcome along to AVFTS Wrexham. If you are new around here and you love Wrexham content, then hit that subscribe button, smash the like button for a Wrexham win, and get in the comments and let me know your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions on all things Wrexham tonight. So let's just get into this. First and foremost, 3 points in the bag, get in there. Again, I'm going to have to be really honest, a tale of two halves. Once again, Wrexham displaying some high quality football in that first half. Football that I really enjoy watching. Quick pass and moving, nice intricate play. Broadhead for me was pivotal in that first half. Pivotal in the way that he was linking play between the midfielders of James and Thomason and into Kiefer Moore, spreading the ball wide, and a real threat in which Oxford couldn't really handle. I also felt the back three looked really comfortable in possession and were really inviting Oxford to press and then punching that ball through. And overall, everyone just looked really solid. But not only were we solid, we looked dangerous venturing forward. We looked dangerous going in around Oxford's box. And we had plenty of shots in that first half. Very much like that Birmingham City game on that Friday night at home just recently. But what changed again is that flat energy in the second half. For some reason, we flipped our narrative. We used to be a second half team, a good Phil Parkinson team taught. The boys come out roaring and ready to fight and we get a great performance. It feels like we go flat now. We come out flat and I can't quite put my finger on it. And if anyone in the comments would like to let me know their thoughts on why, then please do. Of course, we don't make any changes. We leave the same 11. They come out, they go to do their job. But it wasn't like Birmingham where we got punished by a really early goal. It was more the fact that, for me, Oxford never really had that attack. Oxford never really had that quality to ever look like scoring tonight. And therefore, it was more a case of this is going to be down to Wrexham and their defensive stability, but also what can they bring going forward. There are a few half chances, a few half moments, etc., but nothing to scream and shout about. So key talking points of this game, I thought, of course, Nathan Broadhead gets his first league goal. Gets his start tonight, plays with Kiefer Moore. As I've already said, he was superb, but he gets his goal as well. So double rewards for him. His only frustration, probably coming off again a bit too early, which I must say. Kabore, once again, been absolutely manhandled on that pitch. Kicked, fouled, sliced down at every opportunity. Another really solid game for him. And Libby Kakiche looking just as good on that left. We've now got our wing backs locked in. They look really solid. But overall, you know, it was just a really good 6, 7 out of 10 performances across the board. No one stood out as having an amazing game, but no one was poor. But then the game changes because of Callum Doyle. Now, anyone who's watched any of my previous content, anyone who saw my summary of Wrexham's summer transfer signings, I went through all 13 of Wrexham's signings and I gave my opinion on them so far. And my same point stands with Callum Doyle. I've been calling him Cannon Doyle because this guy is a loose cannon. When he's going forward as a footballer, he doesn't seem to like to just sit back and defend. He's a bit like Max. He likes to be this overlapping third centre-back, likes to get involved going forward. He's also a bit of a madman in terms of coming out of his defensive position, keen to make tackles and contact. And he basically has a mistake in him. I just don't think he's ever really settled into this Wrexham side. Him and Lewis Brunt seem to be doing the hokey cokey in, out, shake it all about. You do the Brunt and Doyle and turn it around. That's what it's all about. I don't believe I just sang a song halfway through my video, but that's just happened. But yeah, essentially, he hasn't had consistent rhythm in that team. And I feel like I know why now. Because although you may argue, yes, it was a red, no, it wasn't a red. He just didn't need to make that tackle. Stupid tackle. A cannon type moment, a head loss moment, and something to show his lack of maturity at this type of football at this level. So I'm really pissed off with Callum Doyle. He put us under immense pressure to the point that Oxford United nearly scored straight away from that free kick from his red card. They hit the crossbar from it. Like moments like that we can't afford. Moments like that we don't need. It's our first red card of the season. I don't want to see any more moments like that. And he needs to have a good hard think about what he's done. As I said, I think the referee was harsh with the red, but he's given the ref a stupid choice to make, and the ref was keen to do it. I also think, I'm not going to lie, we've got a way of giving away a penalty late on. That kick on Brannigan where he goes down and it's waved away. I'm telling you now, VAR, Premier League, that's given us a penalty. I've seen them all day long. But we held our nerve. Arthur had a good bit of handling near the end, and we rode the wave in that defensive sort of 20 minutes of defending to our backs to the wall. But again, why is this a talking point? Smith. This guy had more shots on target than the whole of the Wrexham team in the space of 7-8 minutes. It was crazy. Sam Smith has to start, and it has to be for Kiefer Moore. Kiefer is going through the motions in games. Kiefer is, for me, not scoring, and he's not exactly holding the ball up and linking everyone in. He's just a bit part player right now, in my opinion. Yes, he has a good understanding with Nathan Broadhead, and yes, that's maybe why he's in the side, but I swear down I've been calling for Smith for weeks because this guy's got something about him. He's got a sharpness. He can run in behind. He's a good finisher. He wins his aerial battles. Everything that's coming Smith's way at the moment looks good. He's having more impact in his really brief, limited substitute appearances than sometimes Kiefer Moore's whole game. Kiefer Moore's definitely a Parky favourite. Kiefer Moore is definitely, quite hard to displace. I don't think we're going to see it, but I'm desperate for Smith. I'm desperate for Smith to get a better opportunity in the starting lineup. I've been calling for him to get 25 minutes of game time at least from the bench. I'm actually at the point now where this guy needs 45, 60 to prove his worth to Parky and say, do you know what? I can keep Big Kiefer on the bench. I'm not afraid to do it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Again, some other solid performances for Dom Hyman at the back. Max, again, were brilliant. Arthur, better handling, still a few nervy moments. But I think if you really break it down, Oxford lack that quality. Oxford never had that goal scorer on the pitch, in my opinion. That's why I felt that Parky was safe to defend that 1-0, that he felt that was needed. But the moral of the story is Wrexham always need that second. We didn't miss any gilt-edged chances today. Their keeper actually pulled off a few good ones on Smith near the end. But ultimately, if their header goes and doesn't hit the bar, we're looking at another game where we've basically butchered ourselves. But we haven't. We've got 3 points. As I said, we've moved up to 15th in the table now. We're 5 points off playoffs, 5 points away from the drop. However you want to see, glass half full, glass half empty, that's an important win. And we have to be beating those type of teams. You have to be beating the likes of Oxford if you want to climb up and avoid relegation. So that's my thoughts on the game. I'd love to know yours. Please get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about it. I'm out of here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whenever you watch this. I'll see you on the next one. Ta-da!